W.
Everyone, welcome to the stream. MacCam89 here, and hope you are having a good Friday night. And it was a close one between 007 from Russia with Love and Sega Genesis mashup. So I'm going to be playing games that I played as a kid. So if it wasn't a game that I played as a kid, it probably will not be featured on this stream. I'm kind of taking a nostalgic look back at the games that I had, good or bad. I'm going to be playing the games that I owned as a kid and remember playing, like I said, good or bad. And I made a list. Hopefully, I remembered the vast majority of them. I'm sure there's a few games that I don't remember, but that's okay. Maybe as I'm looking through the list, I'll remember some other ones. But I think we got a lot of good ones to start this night. And of course, what you're seeing behind me is Altered Beast. So that is what we're going to start off with tonight. And we'll go from there. I promise the games will get better as we go along here. And be sure to hit that like button, and we will be starting very soon. I'm just going to adjust the screen a little bit so that you all can see the gameplay. There we go. All right, that way it doesn't interfere with everything. And again, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is having a good week. A lot of these games I have not played in a very, very long time. So I may not be good at a lot of these games. This was a game I played a lot with my cousin back in the day. Definitely a classic. Came with a lot of, if you bought the Sega Genesis early in its lifespan, you got this game because it was the pack-in title. And by the time I got my Sega Genesis, I actually remember exactly where I was when I got my Sega Genesis. I was so excited. Opening it up for my birthday, and there it was, the Model 1 Sega Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog. So I did not get mine with Altered Beast. I got Altered Beast eventually. Probably a hand-me-down from my cousin at some point. Alright, this guy's probably gonna run away. This might be one of the quickest boss battles, because if you're not in your beast form, he won't transform, so you can't fight him. Because we're able to transform so quickly, we're already fighting him. Oh man, I gotta get better at this. Come on. Yeah, I used to be so much better at this game. I think you can actually just keep spamming him with kind of move that I just did there. But he's almost dead anyway. I've never actually beaten this game. My cousin definitely did. I didn't do too good. I was almost dead. But don't worry, Altered Beast is not the only game. We're just starting off with Altered Beast, and then we're gonna do a whole mashup of all other games that I used to play as a kid. Some of them I remember fondly. Some of them are okay. King Nacho, welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday night. Good start of your weekend. Yeah, it is Genesis time. It narrowly beat out 007. One of these days I'll get to play that game on a live stream. Oh, come on.
Power up.
Now, I know you guys can't tell by the live stream, but this is how I look when I don't have a shirt on either. Exactly like the guy in this game. Yeah, it was a narrow vote. Mysticles, welcome. How's it going, man? All right, he's gonna run away because I haven't turned into a beast form. So you have to turn into a beast in order to fight the boss. So we got to get one more. Come on, get out of here. There we go. To turn into a dragon. And this guy's kind of cool. You can really kind of like spam this button. It basically kills everything. But like I said, I've never beaten this game. My cousin has. I remember watching him play it as a kid, trying to follow along with the story. I had no clue what was actually going on with the story. But I can make it up, typically make it to the level where you turn into a bear. And that's about it. Like, that's kind of where I die off. Alright, so here we go. There's a bald guy. Welcome to your doom.
Welcome to your doom.
And we can kind of spam him. Now look at that, he's already dead. Didn't even stand a chance. Yeah, the dragon is very overpowered. I don't care so much for the bear. The wolf in the beginning is pretty cool too. I think the wolf looks the coolest, but the dragon is easily the OP character to be. So here we are. Maybe I can beat this one. I don't know. It's been a real long time. These ants that want to sting me with their questionable stinger there. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I'm dead. Can I make that jump? No. Alright, I like how they just kind of fall into the hole there. Oh, that guy just fell on top of me. That's so cheap. Get over here. I am not, yeah, whatever it is about this level, I just don't do good. Man, they're coming out all over the place.
Power up.
I didn't have Sega Channel, no. When the Sega Genesis came out, I was born in 1989. So, but I got my Sega Genesis. I was probably like 4 years old. When I got it for my birthday, it was a Model 1, but it came with Sonic the Hedgehog. So I got Altered Beast later on, probably a hand-me-down from my cousin. All right, let's go on to our next game. What I'll do is I have a list here of games that I could remember that I had as a kid. So I want you guys to pick a number between 1 and 25. 1 and 25. We'll see what the next game is. I am using a flash card just for the ease of being able to switch so many games out on the fly. If you're just joining, welcome. Make sure to hit that like button. We just finished Altered Beast. You guys can pick a number between 1 and 25. We'll see what our next game is here. 17 and 24. Let's see what we got. All right, so 17 is Hardball 2, and 24 is Terminator Judgment Day. Which one you guys rather see? Terminator is definitely an interesting game. It was one of those games that I bought. I actually remember renting it one time, and the whole weekend. Now you gotta remember, I was a little kid. I remember renting Terminator Judgment Day from Blockbuster, and I couldn't figure out how to beat the first level. So the whole weekend I spent trying to figure out the whole, that whole first level, and I just never knew what to do. Let's see. So Terminator 2, the arcade game, which is actually the good version. Where is the other one? The arcade game is actually the good one. Maybe it's on the PAL. All right, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Here we go. We'll go with that for now. Yeah, I can throw in. I'll throw in hardball after this. We'll play for a little bit. I won't do a complete game because that'll probably take a long time. But yeah, we'll see what we'll do. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Let's see if I can remember the first level here. This game actually would not be terrible if it didn't have these stupid drive-in segments here. All right, here's the Terminator. All right, I gotta press start here. All right, so we actually start off close. So obtain pistol and shotgun. Find address of John Connor. So as a kid, I had no clue how to do this. But yeah, we're gonna have to find a pistol. And these enemies here, they just they keep spawning. All right, just figuring out the buttons here. At some point, we're gonna find a pistol here. But yeah, you would think Terminator would be able to punch these guys in one shot. All right, we gotta move because I'm dying. All right, no pistol here. I'm already almost dead. My goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna be dead. Alright, we finally got a pistol here. Did he pick it up? I gotta figure out how to pick this thing. There we go. Alright, so now we gotta find now we gotta find the address. I just killed the waitress. Hopefully everything is working today. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. So you actually have to check one of these phone booths. And of course, as a kid, I had no clue you had to do this. Here we go. So searching, we found the address for John Connor. And then I think we can just leave now. Current objective not completed. What did I not do? Find address of acquire weapons. So is there another weapon I need to find? I got a pistol. I found the address. Oh yeah, look, he dropped something. Alright, that was cheap. Future objectives remaining 1. I think the difficult thing with this game too is it's once you get game over, that's it. It starts all the way from the beginning. Alright, let's try again. I feel like I can do better than that. I actually streamed it like early on in my channel. I actually streamed this game and made it really far. But I gave up because again, there's no continues. There's no password system that I'm aware of. It's like you die and that's it. You lose all of your progress. Hit detection here is awful. Oh, we got a shotgun in this game, but maybe not yet. Alright, we got a gun. Alright, we got the one still remaining. Okay, so there's another feature tech that we gotta find still. That's what it is. Yeah, the music's not too bad. I think it repeats the same thing though. For the whole game, maybe? Oh, we got a shotgun. There we go. I don't know if the shotgun is limited. Oh yeah, look at that. We do have limited ammo though. Oh yeah, they're not standing a chance now. Alright, let's see our objectives here. Future objects remaining 1, so we gotta find one more future object here. Oh, there it is. So we gotta We got to collect these future objects to try to make it so that Armageddon Judgment Day never happens. But obviously, if you watch the movies, no matter what they do, it happens. All right, found residential address of John Connor. Now we can move on here. All right, now that we got all the weapons, we're doing pretty good now. It's when you first start off and you got to punch people. Even though, I mean, it's the Terminator. You should be able to just punch a guy one time and, you know, knock their face in. All right, this section here is really what ruins the game, to be honest, especially in later missions. It is so confusing. All right, how do I turn? All right. It is the wonkiest controls scheme ever. Like, I get like what they were trying to do. It seemed like a good idea, but it just, in practice, it just does not work. The controls are really awful. All right, we're gonna have to turn here. All right, so now we're at the John Connor's residence here. Locate photograph or ID of John Connor. I still have my shotgun, I still do. Yeah, so the cool thing about this, that's an alarm system. If you don't shoot that alarm system when you enter the house, it'll trigger an alarm. I think the cops will come earlier if you do it that way, if you miss it. All right, so we got to look for his ID here. Nothing found. So eventually the cops will come no matter what. Is there a future item? Future items remaining 3. Watch out for these bombs though. Oh, we got a future item here. Checking message. Okay. So that's telling us that he's at the mall, I think. Alright, we got one future item here. We gotta check for his ID though. Nothing found. Alright, some odd weapons there. I mean enemies, huh? Alright, we found his ID, but we got one there, we gotta find another future item. Alright, how do I get upstairs? This is the bathroom, right? There doesn't seem to be anything there, but I gotta get upstairs somehow. Must be missing a door somewhere. I just come through there? Yeah, it's not very clear. Oh. All right, so as you can see now, that guy's after me. One's still remaining. We gotta find one more. But if I had activated that alarm without blowing it up, he would have came a lot sooner. All right, one more. Maybe I think there's a backyard that I might be able to go through. Now there's other cops that are here too. I don't know if you noticed, but every time you kill somebody, it's always a non-fatal wound. Oh no. All the bikers are after me now, too? Alright. I hate how you get too close, you can't shoot them. Alright, where is this other... Gonna have to like start shooting stuff, I guess. Alright, nothing in the fridge. I'm gonna end up dying because I don't know what this last item is. I don't think it's hidden in anything. Usually they're all like out in the open. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I knew that there was a backyard. I guess I couldn't figure it out. All right, so I think we leave by the front yard now. And everybody's after me. We got bikers, we got the liquid Terminator, we got cops after me. Alright, I didn't think we were gonna get past that stage. Alright, it's this stupid it's this scene that sucks. This is what really ruins the game. I don't mind the side-scrolling stuff. But once you start driving with these nasty controls here, and then you got cops chasing you. Grand Theft Auto, this is not. Alright, we gotta be turning soon. Eventually they get you get to a certain point where they get super aggressive, and I mean I can never get past this part. I gotta turn around here. Turn around. All right, now we're at the mall. We got to find John Connor. Locate and protect John Connor. The only good thing is that once you get to the next stage, you have full health again. But otherwise, without that, it would be pretty tough. This is a pretty big level too. And how many of those items? So we got 4 future objects that we got to find. That's a lot. Oh, what did he drop? Ammunition. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know, you kind of think about it, this game is probably kind of ultra violent, huh? Like, this probably wouldn't fly today. Shooting up a mall. Alright, we still got 2 more that we gotta find. What is that, ammo? I guess we could start using our shotgun. We got a lot of ammo. I think if they added more music, cut out those drive-in sequences, or at least improved it, this game actually wouldn't be too bad. It's actually kind of fun, and if they included like a save or continue system, I think it would have improved the game a lot. But it's just way too frustrating to, well, you die one time and that's it, game over, like from the beginning. It's like LGN didn't want anybody to actually beat this game. I think I'm going down. I think I'm going up the wrong stairs. So I have to jump like that. Alright, so we only need 1 more of those. We need 1 more, and I think we gotta find John Connor. And then the next mission might be to find Sarah Connor, I think. Oh, he ducked. Good for him. I don't think I can kill the little kids, so that's probably good. Oh, that wasn't me. You guys just killed that guy. Innocent bystander. Alright, the store. So I think he's in the arcade. So we definitely gotta go there, but... yeah, he's in the arcade. I'm looking for more of those future stuff. Because the game won't let us... it won't let us complete the mission unless we find all of them. Alright, how do I get this kid? John Follow. Okay. Yes. Like, how would you know to do that? This game is such a weird... it's such a weird design, man. He can die, even though I'm dying right now. I like how the plants explode. Just everything explodes. All right, we still have to find that other thing though. Obviously, it's a memorization game, right? So if you can memorize where all this stuff is, you can actually do this pretty quickly. I know when I did my dedicated live stream to this game, I made it pretty far because I had memorized, but I don't remember anymore. It's been a while. All right, let's go down here because I'm almost dead. I have no clue where the other one is, so. This dude just got right back up. All right, come on. Oh, how did he miss him? Oh, here it is, the last one. But I think I gotta go all the way back to the beginning now. All right, now I gotta find a way. Hopefully there's a back door here. Nope. Oh man, this is gonna suck if I die. One of these stores has to have a back door. Let's try this one. Nope. Maybe actually. All right, now we gotta get all the way down. Is that an exit? Let's see. No. Oh no. I gotta watch out for those exploding cars. Oh, I killed John Connor. Come on, get up. Stop blinking. Can I save him? Oh, I can save him, but I only have 1 health left. Oh, I'm dead. Well, that's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. You can see, you can have some fun with it, but it's definitely not. The arcade game is much better. So if you have to pick between the two, definitely go with the arcade game. All right, we'll do some hardball next. We'll only do a couple of innings just so you can see it. This was the only baseball game that I had as a kid. Was Hardball 2 on the Sega Genesis, and there were actually a lot of decent baseball games for the Genesis, but for whatever reason, this was the only one that I had. If I had to guess, probably my dad bought it. Probably not something I would have picked out back in the day, so it must have been my dad. Let's see, where are you? Hardball.
Ballistic presents
There is World Series Baseball, which is made by Sega, which is really good. But I do have a lot of nostalgia for this game. I did play this game a lot as a kid. Am I going to be good at it? Probably not.
Play ball.
All right, I'm batting. I don't even remember how to. All right, there we go. There we go. You can see for the time, graphics not too bad, especially being I never played any of the other hardball games. But for the time, this isn't too bad. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get any hits, but we'll see. All right, he definitely just hit me in the face there. He's gonna get all strikeouts.
Left field.
All right, we got a hit. We got one hit, and he's out. All that hard work just to get out. Oh yeah, that was a strike. That was the perfect pitch to hit too. Now he's gonna give me junk. No, right down the middle again. I'm not swinging, and he's giving me perfect pitches. All right, this guy's got a couple of different pitches here. Let's see. I don't think this game has any license at all, so... Oh, that was close. So I think everybody is made up. I could be wrong, but there's, other than like the city names, I don't know if any of these names or anything are accurate for the time period.
Second base.
No, I hit the wrong button. My defense is letting the pitcher down.
Left field.
The one thing I do like about this game is it makes it a little bit easier, I think, to kind of outfield, even though I just missed it completely there. Some other games, like, they don't give you much warning at all as to where the ball will end up in the outfield.
Left field.
It's still hard. You still gotta gauge where it is, and it just takes practice. I remember as a kid being pretty good at this game, but it was the only baseball game I had, so it's like if I wanted to play baseball, I had to get good at this one. As an adult, I own World Series Baseball, and it's definitely a lot easier as far as playing defense, I think.
Center field.
But looks like I'm gonna be losing it all in the first inning here.
Left field.
We'll see if we can stop the bleeding. In the meantime, if you guys can pick a number, we already did 17 and 24. Pick a number between 1 and 25 so we can get our next game queued up. Music is very relaxing, but it's like it's one of those things where the music is just it's on a loop. You're playing the same thing over and over again. We don't have a single out yet.
Right field.
Bases loaded, no outs. I thought I would at least
Right field.
be a little bit better here. The best baseball game of the 16-bit era, in my opinion, is Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. That is my absolute favorite. And I guess we'll try to at least finish out this inning. I'll have some pride left over. Oh look, we got an out. We got an out. We're already down 6-0.
Center field.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Right over my head. You gotta be spot on. You know, in like other games, there'll be like a little bit of a circle or an X that you can stand on, and as long as you're within that circle, it'll catch. Like this game, nope. You gotta be spot on. So eventually you'll get used to it. But for me to play this, I don't know. Oh my goodness, the last time I played this game, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Pitcher. You're out.
All right, we got 2 outs. Let's finish this.
Left field.
Man, they're hitting all the gaps here. 9-0 in the first inning.
Left field. Pitcher. Second base.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we have a choices of 12 and 1. So 1. See, 12 is Wolfchild and 1 is Jurassic Park, which I'll probably be a lot better at those games.
First base. Right field.
Man, I at least wanted to bat one more time. But I think if this was the only baseball game that you had back in the day, I think you could do much worse. There we go. Let's see if I can at least hit the ball once.
Left field. Foul ball.
Yeah, I remember that the voices in this game.
Left field.
Oh, is it out of the park?
Home run.
Yes, home run. Now I just need like 15 more of those. Yeah, there we go. If I can only play defense. Oh, that was in the dirt. Why am I swinging? I think it's kind of the angle too, because usually when you play baseball games, the camera isn't on the other side, as opposed from the pitcher side. So it's another thing to kind of get used to as well.
Shortstop.
Oh, yeah, he's got me.
You're out.
All right, we'll finish out this, and then we'll go on to either Jurassic Park. What was the other one that I said? Oh, Wolfchild. Wolfchild is a great game too.
You're out.
Oh, we'll probably do some Jurassic Park next.
Left field. Foul ball.
All right, at least I'm hitting the ball. Got one run.
Right field. Foul ball.
That was close.
Center field.
Yeah, I'm out. Oh, it just dropped in. I don't know the buttons to run, so I'm not even going to attempt that. All right, let's get another home run right here. Swinging at the dirt.
Center field.
It's going to drop. Go for third. Oh, he's out. I tried. All right. All right, that is hardball. Let me clear my list here. That way we don't pick that one again. Hardball is out. Terminator Judgment Day is out. We did that one. And we'll do Jurassic Park next. It should be fun. This is a game I actually have a complete playthrough on my channel. I beat it with both Grant and the Raptor. But I always preferred playing as Grant. And I used to play a lot of the Rampage one as well. Both great games. The Lost World I never played as a kid, so I don't know. I just know that it's kind of a expensive game nowadays. Which is interesting because I actually remember seeing that game in the bargain bins at Toys R Us. The last game that I bought for the Sega Genesis that I remember was Risk, actually. Which I didn't put any of my board games on the list because those just take way too long. I think like seeing this as a kid, like that was pretty awesome. Alright, let me just figure out the controls here. Alright, we want to be nice to the Triceratops, yes. I played this game so much as an adult and a kid that I kind of remember a lot of where the dinosaurs are gonna kind of pop up. Oh, I fell on the spikes. Trying to avoid that. Something about this game where there's some crazy slowdown that happens. I'm not really sure why. But they fixed it in the Rampage edition, which is a completely different game, but there's no slowdown at all in that game. But for some, especially in this level particularly, there's a ton of this weird slowdown that happens. I'd love to know why. I had to guess it's probably just poor programming. I think we can jump across here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a crazy amount of slowdown that happens. Come on, I gotta get over you, dude. No, don't do that. Ah, man, all the way from the beginning. There's always a spot at the end of this level. I either get it no problem or it just wipes out all my lives. You have to land like perfectly in one spot. I remember that guy being there before. The thing is that slowdown is like baked into the game because I have the new edition that they came out with, all the Jurassic Park games. And even when you play it on a PS5 or whatever, it still has all of this slow. My goodness. Alright, what did I do last time? Did I jump too far? Alright, so there is a section right here. It's hard. Here we go. There we go, I got it. Yeah, sometimes I struggle with that spot. If you don't land on it just right and jump right, you'll just keep dying. Alright. You remember this from the movie? No, you don't? I gotta collect this battery here. Alright, we do need health. So if you play around with the difficulty, I think if you put it on easy, you'll get unlimited ammo for certain weapons. But when you play on normal difficulty like we are, you do get limited ammo. You jerk. We gotta get back up here. Usually get electrocuted here. Ah, he got me. Can we jump up there? I don't think I can now. I don't know if I actually need that battery or not. I can't remember. It might just give you points. I always thought this was pretty cool here. Breaks through. You don't want to stick around here too long because he will eat you. Ooh, do I have to get on that other side? I think I have to hit those. Yep. As long as you hit him with the grenades or the flashbangs, he won't be able to eat you. Oh, we're already at the river raft, huh? This is always a tough one too. So the thing is you got to pick up those gas canisters, otherwise you will run out of fuel. You can skip some of them. Some of them are kind of in an area where you don't really want to go. Alright, I think I gotta jump across here. Oh, I can't remember if it's here. It is. Oh. Ah. If you don't turn it the right way, you land on a spot that it's insta kill. Eventually you kind of like memorize it, but I obviously have forgotten. But as a kid, I loved this game. I mean, Jurassic Park, when I was a kid, that was my favorite movie. I used to come home from school and just watch that movie on VHS like every day. So to be able to have a video game like this, it was awesome. And then I remember renting the one for Super Nintendo, and I'm like, nah. So this to me has always been the better of the two. I know a lot of people probably disagree with me, but I always preferred this one over the Super Nintendo one. Ah man, I'm not doing it right. Alright, that's Jurassic Park on the Sega Genesis. The other one was Wolfchild, so we'll do that one next. Man, there are so many good games for the Sega Genesis, but I'm just focusing on games that I had as a kid. So if you see me kind of like glaze over one that's really amazing, it's just because I'm sticking with kind of a list of games that I had as a kid. This is actually a pretty cool game. I remember the box art for this game was pretty awesome, and I so regret getting rid of it. I just gotta figure out the controls here. I don't know why the game keeps pausing it for. So I got some weirdness going on. Every time I jump, it's pausing the game. I think it's something to do with the 6-button controller. It's not liking it. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. All right, we're in the jungle now. I think the graphics in this one here is really good. Really like the design. I like the level design. I like the character designs here. The music is really good. Other than the issue that I'm having with my, and I don't know if it's all 6-button controllers or just the 8-bit duo that I'm using here, wireless controller here that it doesn't like. But every time I hit the jump button, it's pausing the games like briefly and then unpausing itself, which is weird. But yeah, this is actually a wish list game of mine that I'd love to have again at some point. I think it is more of a pricey, especially if you want to get it complete in box. I think it's a pricier game nowadays. But it's just something I would love to have in my collection again. Someday. I'd like to have it complete in box. I just love the way that it looks. Got great music. You can see I kind of messed up here. I gotta go all the way over again. The next game that I show you guys is another one that I really liked as a kid too. I missed the jump. Oh, I gotta wait all over again. Yeah, this game has great music. It's a lot of fun to play this game. I highly recommend it. If you haven't played it before, I don't know if they released a Sega CD version of this game or something. Oh, and I'm dead. I'll have to Wikipedia. Alright, thankfully we got full life there. But turning into the wolf, pretty awesome. Definitely makes it a lot easier because you can shoot when when you're the wolf. When you're the human, you're obviously a lot weaker. So the idea is to obviously not get hit. In other words, do not play like how I'm playing. Like all games of this era, it's pattern recognition and memorization. Once you get that down, it gets easier. Although later on in this game, it does get pretty difficult. Mostly due to there's this level where there's a lot of like, I wouldn't say platforming, but there's a lot of environmental obstacles that are very, very challenging to get around, to say the least. I have 4 of these capsule things, but I don't know how to use them. I guess we gotta go down. Oh, I don't want to fall on that. I think we gotta fight a boss, but I'm not prepared for that at all. Oh, he's like a chameleon, okay. Yeah, this would be so much easier as a wolf. Seems like he's just going in a circle. So I guess all you gotta really do is kind of be patient. Just wait for him to come over here and then punch him. So yeah, pretty easy boss battle, I guess. There we go. Yeah, that was easy enough. Alright, we'll probably do one more level and then we'll change it up. There's another game I want to check out. Really enjoyed it as a kid. It was a very late addition to the Sega Genesis. Oh, look at that, and I'm dead. It was a very late addition to the Sega Genesis that I got, so. I think this is the level that gets pretty difficult. There's a lot of obstacles. Yeah, like things that just come out of the floor like that. Alright, we are the wolf. Alright, that is Wolf Child. Very, very cool game. Highly recommend it. Just play it a little better than me. Alright, next up we're going to check out a game called Soldier of Fortune. Very, very good game. Like I said, I got it late in the lifespan of this Sega Genesis. And I don't even remember where I got it. Just glad I got it. Okay, let's see here. So yeah, we're gonna check out Soldier of Fortune. All right, where are you? I don't think it's under any other name. Let's see if this is the same one that you're thinking about because there is another Soldier of Fortune and it was completely different. It's like a first-person shooter, right? Here we go. Soldiers of Fortune is what it's called. I think the other game is called Soldier of Fortune. I remember playing Soldier of Fortune 2 on the PC. And I was mesmerized because you can of the amount of gore that was in that game at the time. But this is if you've never seen this game, I think it's an absolute gem of a game. Another one that I highly recommend. And it's 2-player too, and it's a lot of fun 2-player as well. All right, who do we want to play as? The gentleman, the scientist, the thug? All right, let's play as the gentleman. Oh yeah, so we do get a computer companion, guys. So this game is kind of cool because it has a little bit of RPG elements, I guess you would say. We can upgrade your character.
Activated.
But this is a very, very good game. Enjoyed it a lot as a kid. Really good, fun co-op too. It's like one of those games too. It's pretty easy to avoid getting hit, but I think it's like you get so impatient at times that you start making stupid mistakes. This reminds me a lot of like a Zombies Ate My Neighbor type of game too, which was also 2-player. Very, very good game. But you do want to collect the money because that's going to give you what you need to make your upgrades afterwards. Some good music in this game too. I don't know if the music changes though in other levels. We'll find out. I have not played General Chaos, but I am familiar with it. It's kind of like your strategy type game. I know it's a very, very popular game. If you see it on a lot of people's lists as a very, their top whatever game. But I never owned it as a kid, and I didn't know it existed until I was an adult. Oh, you got me. I thought we were gonna be able to get through with no hits.
Level complete.
All right, so there's a couple of stages like in the forest here, but I think as soon as we go to a different type of environment, that's when you can do your upgrades. That guy looks very lonely over there. This is another game that I'd like to have owned physically again. If I had to guess, it's probably up in price though. You definitely would not see it in a VGM box. That is for sure. First couple of levels in this game are pretty easy. Then it'll pick up difficulty wise. I don't know if we'll get to that point, but I can't remember if I ever ended up beating this game as a kid. It would make it pretty far, me and my cousin. Oh, he got me. Kind of reminds me of, I think there was a Rambo game that was kind of this style as well. A Rambo game. I think True Lies was another one that was kind of like this. At least the style. Oh, he almost got me. Alright, so it just shows us where the nodes are. So each character has their own special weapon and special ability as well, which is pretty cool. And you can see there was, what, like 6 characters to pick from? So a lot of variety. Keep running into them. That's the thing, is you get so impatient, you start moving too fast.
Node activated. Layer saved.
You see the AI doesn't really do much. It's kind of just letting me die.
Activated. Node activated. Layer specialist arm.
Oh man. I thought I would at least make it a little bit further than that. But that is Soldiers of Fortune. Very, very good game. I highly recommend that one there. Let's see what else I got on this list. There is quite a bit on the list. We'll probably do 2 more or so. We'll see. But we got quite a few stuff here. You know what? Let me do a couple of good ones here that we can do. We already did Wolf Child. Let's take that off the list. But we got a couple of other options here. We got Hyperstone Heist, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got Booger Man, Poltergeist, Beavis and Butthead. I'm probably gonna skip all the Sonic stuff. A game that's pretty cool called Thunder Fox. So we got a couple options here that we can do. Poltergeist is a interesting one. It's not one that you really see a lot of on people's lists, and it's a very unique game. So let's try that one. They are going to be under the PAL games here. All right, let me see if it has another name. It might have another name. All right, here we go. It does have a different name. I think this is it. All right, yeah, this is it. Yep. This is a very, very unique game. It doesn't really show up a lot on people's list, but I remember renting this a bunch of times and having a good time with this one here. The whole premise is you have this family that you follow around. You kind of have to scare them out of the house. Oh no. I needed that stuff. It's gone. Oh, he's still here. So when your meter runs out, you do have to go on to like these underground levels here, and you gotta fill up your meter again. Yeah, it's definitely a different type of game, that's for sure. I always never cared for these sections, but once you get back into the house, it's a lot of fun. Alright, so we gotta go find him now. So he's scared. So the whole point is you gotta get him out of the house. And then there's a whole bunch of other family members as well. Alright, so as long as we keep this meter full, we can stay in the house. We gotta look for the other kids here. And the wife. Alright, the audio seems to be a little off, so let me reset the capture device here. Alright, there we go. The volume should be synced again. Sometimes the capture card doesn't like when you shut off the Genesis and put it back on. Alright, so we got the mom here. And there's definitely some gruesome stuff in this game. It was definitely surprising to see some of this stuff as a kid. Alright, she's scared. Oh no, I keep leaving the room when those things fall. So every time that you get them good, they'll drop that green stuff. Where is she? Oh, she's here. Might be able to get her out. Oh, I have to go through this underworld again. Gotta refill all my gauge. Alright, nice big one there. You have to be careful because you can die here. Okay, you're not gonna open up. Alright, she's still here. Okay, let's go get her. Oh, is she running? She's running out of the house? Yep. There we go. So the whole idea is to get them out of... So scared that they're gonna leave. So there's 2 more. We gotta go find the kids now. That's the garage. House is pretty big. Alright, there should be 2 kids, so probably around here somewhere. Well, here she is. I don't think so. This is just some, I guess, random IP. I don't think they've ever done anything with it since that I'm aware of. But it was definitely a fun game as a kid, definitely. Oh, here's the kid, the other kid. It's just such an odd, like, you know, just an odd idea for a game. But it was cool, especially back in the day, seeing like what all this stuff does. Oh, he keeps going back the way that he came. We need to get him out of here. Alright, we finally got him out of the house. So now we gotta go find the sister again. Oh, she's right here. Perfect. Oh, she's pretty calm right now. Alright, hopefully we can get her. I think there's a door over here. Hopefully we can just get her out now. And I guess the whole story behind this game is that he was a skateboarder. This guy owns a skateboarding company, and I guess they knowingly released a faulty product. So when he used this skateboard, it caused him to die. So now his whole goal now is to like just torture them basically for the rest of their lives. So anytime they move, he just follows them, and that's basically the premise of the whole game. And I never beat it, so I don't even know like how it ends or anything. But you can see now they moved. But as you go to different houses, there's more stuff that ends up happening. So we'll do this one here, and then we'll see how it goes. It's always good to do like I enjoy doing Sega Genesis and stuff. It's just I feel like stream wise it doesn't do as well as kind of like in more modern stuff. I've got low health, so I gotta be careful. Apparently you don't get new health when you go to the next level. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Thank you for joining me on a Friday night. Hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend. All right, so this house might be a little bit different. I think there might be a dog, and the dog can see you, so you gotta be careful of the dog. All right, so we're at the second house, and the hauntings have begun. Oh, there's the dog. I guess the more that you're able to scare them in a shorter period of time, you get more of that stuff. You do have to watch out for the dog. The dog will attack you at some point. She keeps going that way. Oh, you do have to watch out for whatever that thing is too. All right, we're getting her there. We got to get her out of the house. I don't know the layout of this house, so hopefully we're going in the right direction here. All right, in the bathroom. It's a nice bathroom. Oh, this seems to, yeah, there's no other way out here. All right, where did you go? All the way here? I don't have a lot of health either. It's just taking a long time to get out of the house. Definitely a fun game. I wouldn't say it's like... It's definitely not the best game on the Genesis, that's for sure, but it's a fun game. I had a lot of fun with this game as a kid. It's just very unique game, not something that you're gonna see a lot. Especially streamed. One more hit, I'm dead. Oh, that sucks. I would have liked to see a little bit more of this house. But I don't think I'm gonna make it. No! Come on. Alright, we just made it. So we'll get a little bit more of this house here. She's still here. Let's see if I can get her. Oh man, I always do that. Where did she go? I'm already almost out of my magic there. All right, I think she's finally leaving now. There we go. We got one down. It's a massive house. All right, here's the wife. I guess she's a little bit more on the dramatic side. Yeah, so every time you run out, you gotta always come back here, and I'm dead. I think this game uses like a password system, so I think it's a little bit more, a little easier to probably complete if you really wanted to. But it's a fun game, definitely different. But I think we are going to call it a night here. Thank you everybody for stopping by, checking out the Sega Genesis mashup. Again, these were all games that I played as a kid, and only got through a handful of them. Quite a bit more on the list that I had written out here, but yeah, I think we'll call it a night. Thank you everybody for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. We'll see you Tuesday, as always. I'll put up a poll, see what you guys want to see played on the channel, and as always, happy gaming. God bless everybody. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Always helps out. So thank you. Have a good night.